welcome to the Sports Box. It is May 16th, 2016. What a night we had last night.
What a game.
What a game. We got Michael and Ruby here to talk about it. Let's go.
Hey.
So last night, what do you guys think of the Toronto Raptors versus Miami in round 2? Game 7.
Kyle Lowry.
Yep.
Finally came out and played and led his team, and they played how they should have been playing. You know, they were playing very well all season, and then, I don't know, they got the shakes or whatever when they entered the playoffs, but they finally played to their potential, and I'm excited to see more of that. A lot of people counted them out. You counted them out?
Yeah, that's right. We're the sole supporters over here.
I get to say, I told you so. But, I mean, it's a milestone for Toronto. They have a lot. They're doing really well. And the next round is the turnaround so quickly. It's just like 1 day rest, and now they're going to be playing the Cavs, who've been sitting for 10 days.
Licking their chops.
Just waiting for this.
Just waiting for the opportunity to either take down Miami or take down the Raptors.
Yeah.
Now, there's been several reports. Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, they all said it. Basically, the Raps stand no chance. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I think that might be a little harsh. I mean, regarding yesterday's game, just backtracking to that, I'll tell you I was a little nervous. I didn't think they were going to be able to, wasn't sure they were going to be able to pull it off. And I think they did more than pull it off. They pretty much owned Miami there in the fourth quarter, and there was just no going back. In terms of, what'd you say, they're going to get blown out, what'd you say?
Yeah, blown out. People say that.
Nah, I don't think a blowout's going to happen. I mean, there might be some rough games for the Raptors. That seems to be what their MO is for these playoffs, but I don't know that they're going to get blown out necessarily.
I think they actually cherish that underdog role.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Since the moment they lost that first game to Indiana, you know, critics have already been saying that they were going to get swept, and then Miami, that they're going to get swept, and they're still here.
They're still here.
So here's the thing. Going into Game 1 tomorrow night, it's the Toronto Raptors in Cleveland to face the Cavs without Jonas Valanciunas. I think, well, Bismack had an awesome game last night.
Oh, yes.
Phenomenal game yesterday. However, I really think that Valanciunas needs to step up and come in. He needs to actually get the proper treatment, and I hope this guy can get in, because you want to see two teams both healthy that can actually go up against each other, right? Not some guy that is injured and then the Cavs win and all of a sudden it's kind of like, well, you guys only won because he was injured, right? You want to see them both go at it.
Yeah, I think at this stage of the game, we definitely want to see the teams at their full potential and talent. It's really disheartening, I think, when one team is missing a key player. It always will impact the outcome of a game, but we'll never know what kind of impact that was, right? So,
JV was trending upwards in his playmaking. I mean, he actually didn't get that much burn over the year because it didn't seem like the coach had that much trust in him. But in the playoffs, he was really
phenomenal.
He was doing really well. So it's kind of sad to see that he's got a high ankle sprain. There's a chance he won't be in the first couple of games against the Cavs. But I think it's not too bad of a matchup. The reason I say that is because the one matchup for JV would be Mozgov, and he's kind of been in the Cavaliers' doghouse lately.
He's done.
And now you've got Tristan Thompson, playing really well as starting center for the Cavs. And on the other side now, you got Bismack Biyombo, who is basically the poor man's version of Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
Literally speaking, Tristan Thompson got an enormous contract this year just for getting rebounds and playing defense.
Oh, well, why don't I get that?
And Bismack Biyombo
I'll go catch a ball.
Bismack Biyombo got a measly $3 million. He was waived by Charlotte, and Toronto picked him up. So value-wise, Bismack is good, and that's who you're going to have. Two guys at center getting tons of rebounds, playing hard D, and not scoring.
Exactly.
They're similar players in that respect.
So what are you guys' predictions tonight? I'll give you mine after.
You mean tomorrow?
Oh, sorry,
Tomorrow night. Yeah. There's going to be there's other great matchups in this series. Of course, LeBron, the best player.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know who they're going to stick on LeBron?
Yeah.
DeMar Carroll.
That's what they got him
Why?
for.
Last year in the Atlanta series, the only reason why the Cavs actually dominated was because Carroll went out with an injury. That was last year.
Carroll was playing really, really well for Atlanta. He was leading the team in scoring when Korver couldn't hit a three.
Oh, man.
And he was guarding LeBron one-on-one. There's only a couple players I could name that can guard LeBron one-on-one. Kawhi Leonard, one of them, and DeMar Carroll, really good D last year. And he was injured this year, and he came back, but he handled Dwayne Wade really well. Of course, LeBron James is a physical specimen, so that's why the Cavs are favored in this series for sure.
Ruby?
Nope, I tend to agree. I think that you got a big name like that, and all the attention is going to be focused on you. I think, though, also like we said earlier, you just don't know what the Raptors are capable of as underdogs, and they are showing up. They're definitely showing up, and they weren't expected to get past the Heat. They really weren't, and
a couple other good matchups there as well. You got Kyrie Irving, and then you're going to have Kyle Lowry guarding him, and vice versa. You've got DeMar DeRozan on one side, and you got J.R. Smith on the other side. So it's going to be some really interesting matchups here, and it's going to see how it's going to go down. Kyrie Irving is really good offensively. His defense, and him to go up against Kyle Lowry, I just can't wait for this series to start. It's going to be so interesting to break down, these matchups and see how they play out. I mean, it could come down to the coaching, as far as we know. But are we going to get our predictions now, or are we going to see
Predictions now.
predictions
for tomorrow's game,
Raptor Cavs.
for the series or for
just tomorrow's night.
just tomorrow's game? It's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'd call for. I don't know if Cleveland's going to be rusty after sitting that, but I'm sure they've been waiting for the chance. So I think Cleveland's going to take tomorrow's game. What do you guys think?
my feeling also is the same. I think Cleveland's going to probably take tomorrow's game, and I'm calling for Toronto with an upset in 6.
Whoa!
Okay, so here's the deal.
Let's go.
The Cavs will win tomorrow night. Matchups aside, this is the reason why I do not think LeBron is the man anymore.
Oh.
Here's the deal. On the weekend, it was announced Steph Curry got the MVP.
Yeah.
So what does LeBron do? LeBron himself goes and says, well, yeah, he's the MVP, but is he really valuable? So basically he's saying that you got the MVP, but I'm better than you. This guy has so many accolades. This guy has rings and whatnot, but he cannot give Steph Curry the credit that he deserves, that he was the MVP for the season. That's the reason why I do not like LeBron. He thinks he's the man, and nobody else is. Nobody even comes close. I get it. He's an awesome player and whatnot, but you have to recognize the fact that, hey, Steph Curry is the man now. So,
well,
you see what I mean?
Game recognized game, but I mean these guys on these multi-million-dollar contracts and leading a team to the finals, Steph Curry, LeBron, Kobe, these are all like alpha dog types, and I think it's maybe it's a psychological thing in sports where that type of player, they do have giant egos, and it actually helps them in their quest to get a championship. So I mean,
speaking of Golden State, speaking of Steph Curry, not Seth Curry, because Steph Curry's on the freaking Sacramento Kings. Don't get me started on those guys. I swear to God, I'll go off right now on the Sacramento Queens.
Let's not.
Okay?
They're not in the playoffs.
Tonight, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 1 against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors without Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut sitting. He's injured, was he?
Yeah, he's got a right abductor strain.
Oh, they don't need him. Do they need him?
They don't need him.
They need him for rebounds.
Well,
someone else will pick it up.
Oklahoma City's got Enes Kanter. He's been playing really well for Oklahoma City as of late. They got Steven Adams trying to come back and get those putbacks and offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got some big guys. Are they going to be able to stay on the court with all the small ball that Golden State plays?
That's a very good point. Like, I want Golden State to win, but in the back of my mind, I'm fearing that Oklahoma City could upset the Golden State Warriors. And this, if they upset the Golden State Warriors, this will be the hugest upset. Because Golden State just knocking everything down.
Yeah.
After being away 3 weeks, Steph Curry comes and knocks down 40 points.
They got a historic team, and he's a historic player. Just the cherry on top is just going to be. I mean, I love Oklahoma City as well, but it's going to be a very, very tall order for them to beat Golden State 4 times.
I hope you're right. I hope you are right.
Yeah, but it's going to be one for the ages for sure. You got Westbrook and Durant, and then you have the bench stepping up, which helped them to beat San Antonio.
Yeah.
Well, Golden State, they had the easier route. Well, in a sense.
I wouldn't say easier route, because they have to have you have to be healthy, and
But it'd be Portland. Portland's not San Antonio.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, they were not healthy, and then all of a sudden Houston beats them one game that Steph Curry set. So it's just kind of like, I get the fact that it's small ball versus the big guys with Oklahoma City Thunder, but I don't know. It's just this is one for the matches.
Yeah.
What are you guys' predictions tonight?
I'm thinking Golden State tonight. I'm thinking Golden State for the series.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
It's just going to be, for me, I think it's going to be either 6 or 7 games. I mean, Golden State has owned Oklahoma City this year in the regular season, but Oklahoma City has done a lot better in this playoffs, and they're starting to use their bench, and they're actually contributing with Steven Adams and his Kanter and Waiters. They've really stepped up and helped Westbrook and Durant. So, I mean, it could end up everyone winning on their home court, and it could go to 7. As for tonight, Golden State will probably be able to take. It's a home court. They have a strong presence, especially when they're playing at home. So I'm going to call Golden State for tonight. But anyone who knows, for 100% for sure who's going to win this series, they're just messing with you. It's going to be one for the ages. I mean, it's going to be exciting.
I'm sure that LeBron James would love nothing more than to meet Stephen Curry in the final matchup here.
Oh, there's nothing. I would love more to see that matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, sadly, I think that nothing shows poor sportsmanship than just LeBron's comments there.
I was so irate.
Yeah. LeBron's probably just waiting to see the other two beat each other up.
Yeah.
So that way
well, here's the thing. Basically, you guys' prediction is Golden State, right?
Yep.
So same here. We're united on that one.
Well, the head says Golden State, but the heart says Oklahoma. I really do like the fight of Oklahoma, but if I were to bet on it, I'd bet on Golden State. That's where the smart money would be.
Yeah.
Okay. And so tomorrow we all agree with the Cavs.
I think so.
Okay.
Game 1.
So, which is funny because there's a stat. Toronto Raptors actually beat the Cavs 2-1 in the regular season. But that was the regular season. These are the playoffs. Totally different thing.
It's different, yeah.
Exactly. So that's all the time we have now. Tune in next time to the Sports Box, and we will see you guys later.
Keep watching the skies.
Bye.